And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. We are taking a look at the French Open draw. And remember, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, there are some picks where I know 100% what the outcome will be. But for others, I'm just giving my expert opinion. Now, let's take a look. If you watched the previous video, we talked about quarter one and quarter two and who has the best chances of meeting in the semifinal. Now we're going to take a look at quarter three and quarter four. Now, the best chance of making it to the semifinal in quarter three is Elena Rybakina. She's plus 140. The second best chance of making it to the quarter or the semifinal in quarter three is Qinwen Zheng, plus 370. Svitolina's plus 650. Jasmine Polini is also plus 650. Sarah Termel, 16 to 1 underdog in terms of making it to the semifinal. And Elisa Mertens also 16 to 1 underdog in making it to the semifinal. So Elena Rybakina is the favorite to make it to the semifinal in her quarter. Quarter four, Sabalenka she's a favorite to win her quarterfinal match and make it to the semifinal at minus 125. So if you think Sabalenka will make it to the semifinals, there's a good chance she will. Sakri is a 5-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal. Mira Andreeva is a 7-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal. I think Madison Keys might be a sleeper in this quarter. 9-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal. I think Madison Keys can beat any of those ladies. Dasha is a 10-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal, and Linda Noskova is 11-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal. So quarter three, Rybakina is the favorite to make it to the semifinal, and it looks like she could possibly be facing Sabalenka in the semifinal. But what I would say, I don't think Rybakina is going to make it to the semifinal. I don't. I just don't. I don't think with the time off that she recently had, I don't think she's a threat. She's playing players like Madison Keys that have their form right now. So that's going to be very tough. The first matchup we're going to take a look at, guys, and comment below, who do you think will make it to the semifinal? Am I wrong for saying I don't think Rybakina will make it to the semifinal? I don't think so. I would like to, but I think if she runs into Madison Keys, that could get ugly. The first matchup we're going to look at today is Konnichiwa. Now listen, guys. Osaka represents Japan and Haiti. We know that, her mother and father, right? But for Americans, we kind of consider Osaka American. You know, Osaka said it herself in one interview. She said, I would like to acknowledge my other side of my heritage. I'm also Haitian, but I live in Florida. That's my Osaka voice. She's going to be taking on Bronzetti. Now, you guys know I like Bronzetti's game, guys. I think she's got a good backhand. But the problem with this matchup is I think Bronzetti plays her best tennis inside the baseline coming across court with her backhand. I think that's her best weapon. I think that's her best chance of scoring winners. And when you're facing someone like Osaka, you have to score winners. You cannot hang. It's like boxing or MMA. In particular, boxing, you cannot sit in the pocket with Osaka and go toe-to-toe with her. You have to find a way. You have to find a diversion. And the diversion for Bronzetti is her strength of coming cross-court with her backhand. But the problem is, how is she going to get to that when Osaka's serve is just so amazing and powerful? When Osaka's going to pin you deep with the deep ball. How? Bronzetti's going to have to go to topspin. She's going to have to use a lot more topspin and make Osaka patient. But the problem is, if Osaka does play patient, she's going to hit winners, and they're going to be ugly. So, as much as I love Bronzetti, and she does put in the work, she works hard, she's a clay player. More than half of her wins come on clay. She prefers to play on clay. But she doesn't really have her form, right? She's lost 6 of her last 10. We saw a loss to Peyton Stearns, who's a good opponent. Stearns is the champion here in Morocco. But she beat Trevisan, which is a good win. And I just don't think she has the power to hang in there with Osaka, who's playing a lot better tennis right now. So I like Osaka to win this match and get out of the first round, pick up some more points that should get her inside the top 120. Next up, I think it's going to be a tough match, guys. Elena Ostapenko, what did I say for the quarter? What was her chance of making it to the semifinal? I don't remember. What was it? Ostapenko, in terms of making it to the semifinal, I don't remember. What was it? Like, it had to be like, I think she's like a 20-1 underdog. No, she's not 20. I'm sorry. She's a 5-1 underdog to make it to the semifinal. So this is a matchup here where Jacqueline does own the head-to-head and different styles, but here's the thing with Jacqueline. She's got range, right? We saw her beat Madison Keys at Charleston. She's got range and she's got power. She's getting better on her rallies and she's getting better on her serve, not making as many double faults. Jacqueline's a clay player. Just about half of her wins come on the clay surface. She's 9-4 on clay this year. And look, guys, she's won 7 of her last 10. I mean, she's beat players like Lesya Sharenko, Kessler, Dasha, the Seville Dasha, Magdalena Frech, Barbora, Haley Baptiste, who's a good shot maker, Elena Evanesian, who gets balls back. She lost in Rome to Coco, and she still won a set off of Coco. Ostapenko, on the other hand, she's won 6 of her last 10. She's beat Shramkova, Sarah Termel, Potapova gone wild, Carly, good clay player, Buzes Marino, good clay player, Samnez, good clay player. Her last loss was to Sabalenka. She got beat pretty bad in Rome. The reason why I think it's going to be a tough match for Asta is Jacqueline, she gets balls back. She wants to get balls back. She wants to get that ball back over the net, and she wants to pin you deep. Ostapenko, although she has range from the baseline, you see a lot of her winners, much like Iga Swiatek, inside the baseline. This is why Ostapenko gives Iga so many fits, because she's dropping bombs inside the baseline, which is what Iga does. That's exactly what Iga does. She drops bombs inside the baseline. Very aggressive. The problem is Iga can't handle the fastball of Ostapenko. So different styles. Jacqueline's going to want to extend the lines, while Ostapenko's going to want to keep it short in between the lines. This is a matchup where it's going to be it's going to be a clash of power. Overall, I do think Asta has the power edge, and that should be enough for her to edge this match. So we're gonna go with Ostapenko to get the victory here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jacqueline wins a set and even comes out and shocks everyone and wins the first set. It could go over, but we're gonna take Asta to get the victory here. Big game, Sofia Kenin. Listen, guys, I don't care if you call her Sonia or Sophia. Just don't leave out the big game. She's taking on Laura Sigmund, who's going to find ways to slow this match down. This is why Laura's tough. She finds ways to slow the match down to where you can't get a rhythm. She's been doing it for years. Having a good season, guys. She's won 19 of her 30 matches on the year, 10-5 on clay. She is a clay player. Within the next few seasons, if she continues to play, Laura Sigmund's going to hit 500 wins on clay. That deserves a medal alone. Sofia Kenin, decent record on clay. I mean, we saw her make the French Open Championship against Iga, but she's having a losing season. She's 4-13. She's 3-5 on clay. She's struggling big time. She's lost 2 in a row. Chloe Paquette, that's a match she should have won. Shramkova, that's a match she should have won. She did beat Ons in Rome and Bronzetti in Rome, and she's going to have to bring that type of energy because she's lost 7 of her last 10 matches. Laura Sigmund, on the other hand, has won 7 of her last 10 matches. Played pretty decent, beating Blinkova and Osorio in Morocco. She made it to the quarterfinal, which she put up, I mean, as best as she could against Victoria Tomova. This is a match here where we're going to take Sofia Kenin to win a set. Sofia Kenin's the underdog. Laura's a clear favorite. We're going to take Sofia to win a set. I think Sofia can win the match. That's going to be the pick there. And Dalma Galfi taking on Katerina Siniakova. Listen, Katerina they've never played. Dalma Galfi is strong. She's a big woman. She's got a good backhand. She's got a deep ball. She's got to control her emotions. But then again, she can't control her emotions either. So I think it's going to be a match full of fireworks. I think Katerina's overvalued here. Dalma has been playing. She has been active. And I don't really, when I see a player like this, a huge favorite that I know is playing someone that's tough and got game, that concerns me a bit. Now, Dalma Galfi, guys, listen, she's only won 4 of her last 10. She lost to Julia Niemeyer. who, I mean, you're probably thinking, hey, if Julie Niemeyer just beat her at the French Open qualifiers, then Katarina should as well. Now, but she's in. Lucky loser. She got in. She does have win over Tinkanova and Gao. So pretty good. But in terms of Katarina, she's hot. She's won 7 of her last 10. We saw her beat Putintseva. She did lose to Collins, who's just a little bit stronger. We saw her beat Mayar Sharif, Camilo Osorio, Ashton Kruger. So we're going to take Siniakova to come out, do what she does, and win the first set. That's the pick, guys. Enjoy the picks. We have Siniakova to win the first set. We have Sofia Kenin to win a set on the set spread. Elena to come through victoriously, and Osaka to win. Those are the picks, guys. Enjoy. I'm your host, Good Energy. Like the video, show some love,